Hello friends, welcome. In this video I'm going to start a new mini-series about Laravel and Spatie Media Library package. Okay, so if you search for Laravel Media Library from Spatie, you can go to the spatie.b and here you can find all the open source packages and go and find the Laravel Media Library. Okay, here we have the introduction. For that I have created this fresh Laravel 9 application and it's Laravel 9.8 right now. So let's go and install the package. So here we have this command composer show Spatie Laravel Media Library to show what the version. Here we have the version 10 right now. And here we have the introduction. Let's go to the base installation. And we need to run the composer, require Spatie Laravel Media Library. And right now we have the version 10. So let's copy this command. Go to the terminal. I am cd in the project. So I'm going to paste that command in and hit enter. Okay. Next. Now this is the free version, but also the Laravel, the Spatie has the pro version, which is more has more features, but we are going to use the free version. So preparing the database, let's run the PHP Artisan vendor published. Okay, and we need to run the PHP Artisan migrate. Okay, so let's open the table class and create the database with a media name, because if I open the .env file, we are in the media app. And here in the database we have media by default, the name of the project. So let's go here and I'm going to make a new connection for MySQL. Okay, and create new database. Name it media. Okay, open this media. And now let's run the PHP Artisan migrate. Okay. After the PHP Artisan migrate, we need to run the PHP config, vendor publish for config. And here is the default config file, which has a disk name. If we want to override that, we can add this media disk in the .env file. By default has the public directory. And you have the max file size, queue name and all that things, but we are not going to touch right now. Now if you go to the basic usage and prepare your model, here we have the model and we need to implement the has media and also use interacts with media. So for that I'm going to create a post model and migration. So to interact the post with media. So let's go here and Artisan, PHP Artisan, make model. I'm going to say post -m for migration. Okay, let's open the post table here. And what I'm going to add only the title, so string for the title, and the body, $sign table. This is going to be text. And let's save it. Now go and run again the PHP artisan migrate. Okay. And if I refresh, we have media here, and also we have the post table. Now that's it for this video. In the next video, we are going to see how we can work with Spatie Media Library, upload images, and use the post model for that. So see you in the next one. All the best. Okay friends, welcome. So I have prepared this form for our project. Here is our project. I'm going to create a new row to create a new post. So in the VS Code, let's go to the roads, web PHP. And before we create in a row, I'm going to create also the controller. So artisan make controller, and I'm going to say post controller. Okay, now let's create the road resource for the posts, and I'm going to add the post controller. Okay, let's save it. We are not going to have a middleware here because just we are going to test the media library. So with that, now if I navigate to the /posts/create, we need to create this create method in the post controller. So let's go here, open the post controller and create that method. Create, and here I'm going to return the view. We don't have that, but let's create that post.create. Okay, save it, and now go in the resources, views, and here I'm going to create a new folder for the posts and a new file, create.blade.php. Okay. Now let me also create here a component. So artisan make component. I'm going to name it mine component, and in this component, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all here, go to the mine component and paste it, remove the styles, okay, and remove everything here. Now we need to add the title and CSS in here. So let me go to the titleinCSS.com and just copy the CDN. So play with CDN, and here it is. Let's copy this code, paste it in here, and we are ready. Let's save it. Now in the create blade we need to say x mine component, and let's save it. Go here, refresh, Now we have a blank page. Let's add that form. So I'm going to select all, copy, and in here I'm going to add a div with a class max width to be 6XL, MX auto, and maybe margin top to be 12. And now add that form, go to the browser and refresh. I forget to add in the main component the slot here. So $slot, let's save it and refresh here. Now we have the form. We need also the button, so go to the create and let's copy this, add it in here, remove everything and add a button. So button, type submit, and I'm going to add some classes here. So px4, py2, I'm going to say rounded, and bg to be indigo 500, on hover to be bg indigo 700. Okay, and let's say create. Come here, refresh. We have this create button, and right now it's not doing nothing. Just say title and image. Now let's work with that. Let's create also the request. So artisan make request post create request. Okay, open that post request, post create request here, change the authorized to be true, and here we need to add the rules. So we need to say title is going to be required, and also the body to be required. Let's save this one. Now in the post controller, let's create the store method. So function store, we need the request here, post create request, $request. We need to import that, and now let's say here post create and add the request validated. Okay, import the post model and also open the post model and add here the protected $guarded to be an empty array. Okay, now we have created the post. So if I save this one and go to the create blade, in the form we have the type multipart form data. Let's add the method to be post, and the action is going to be to the road post store. We need to add also the CSRF token, and we need to add input. Here we have name title. Okay, we don't need the wire model, and also in here in the text area we need to say name body, and we're okay. So let's save it, go and refresh here, just add the title and the body, say create here, we redirect it back to the post, and if I come here and refresh, we have one post. Okay, now how we can attach images, this is going to be in the next video. So see you there.
Hello friends, welcome. Now in this video we are going to upload media with a Spatie Media package. So if I go to the VS Code, first we need to go to the post model, because here we need to make the relation with the Spatie Laravel Media Library. And if you go to the documentation of the media library, here we have the preparing your model. And what we need to say here, in our model implements as media and also use interacts with media. So let's go here and say implements as media here. And now down there we need to say interact with media. And we have it right now here. Okay, let's save now and close the post model. Now to upload images, I have also reset everything here, so we don't have any posts right now. Now to upload images, if we see we have this input type file ID and the name is image, we need to go here in the store method when we create a post. I'm going to say here $post to be with this post created. And after that, let's say $post. And now I'm going to say add media from request, because we are going to get the media from the request. And here we need to add the name of the file. So the image, in this case, if you have a different name for your file, we put it a different name here. So I have image, I'm going to add image. And after that, I'm going to say add this to the media collection. Okay. And with that, if I save this as it is right now, go to the browser and navigate the post create page. Here we have, let's say, first post, choose the image. Okay. And by default, the media is going to give it the name of the image. So in this case, this full tutorial, and also the name in the media is going to be full tutorial. So let's create this, and okay, it's created. We redirect back. Now let's go and check the database, refresh. We have first post. Okay, let's go to the media, and you see here we have the media here. First media, the model type is post, app models post, the model ID is 1, so is the first one, this post. And also we have the UID, we have the collection name is default because we don't specify a collection here, a name in the collection. I'm going to show you in the next video. Here the name is full tutorial and the file name is full tutorial.png. So by default, the media library is going to give it the name of the image. And also we have the MIME type, disk, conversions, disk, size, and some other properties. Now, if you don't want to use this name and you want to change the name, you can say here And let me do something like this. I'm going to say using the name and, for example, Spatie Media Library. Okay, let's save this one and go to the browser, refresh, and say post with image. Choose that file again. So this one. Okay, create this. We redirected back. Good. Now if I check here, so first let's go to the post and refresh. We have this post image. Now in the media, we have everything correct, but you see here the name now is Spatie Media Library. So the name we added here. Now if we want to add this dynamic, so for example, I'm going to say here $, post, title, something like this, and try again, refresh, post, title, choose that image again, click open, and say create. We redirected back, good. Refresh this again, and now if I see in the post, sorry, we have the post. Now if I see in the media, we have everything correctly, and also the name now is post title based on the title of this post. Okay friends, so that's it, how we can upload image with Laravel Media Library package from the Spatie. Easy enough, just with one line of code or 2 lines if you go there, but also if I do something like this, 1 line of code. Okay friends, hope you enjoy and see you in the next one. All the best. Hello friends, welcome. Behind the scenes I have created this table here. I have added all the posts we have, and here we have the ID, the title, the image is going to be here, and I added the edit and delete buttons. And in here, in the index, here is the table. I make a for each loop and display the title, the ID, title. Here is going to be the image, the link for the edit the post, and the form for deleting a post. Now in the image, so to show here, we have, if you go to the Spatie Media Library and in the documentation of retrieving media, here we can see get media, and after that we say get a URL, get full URL if you want to include the domain and so on. Or your model and get first media or get first media URL. So let's come here and say $post, which is our model. And I'm going to say get first media and also get the URL of the media. And if I save it and go to the browser, refresh, yeah, we have that image. Or the short way is by saying just get first media URL. So copy here, and instead of this, or we just can remove this get here and save it, go to the browser, refresh, and it's the same thing. Now let's work with edit and delete. So when we go to the edit, right now we don't have the edit method. So in the post controller, here is the index I have created. Now let's create the edit. And here I'm going to return the view post, and here is going to be edit. Okay, we expect the post here, $sign post. So added that post in here, compact post. Let's save it. Now we don't have this edit blade, so let's go to the post. In the create, I'm going to save this as edit blade. Okay, here we have the form. Now it's going to go to the post update. We need also the post ID here. The method is going to be put. Okay, next, in the input for the title, let's add the value to be $sign post title, and for the text area, $sign post body. Save it here and refresh, and we have the body, and we have the first post. Let's make some changes, but before that we need to create the update method here. So say update, and I'm going to use the post create request $sign request, and post $sign post. Here now I'm going to say just post and update, and add here the request validated. Okay, let's save it and go and refresh. Post update, click here, and why it's not we don't read the return here, so it's updating, but we need the return. So let's return to the road post index. Okay, but now the idea is if I go here and choose a file, so I'm going to say here if the request, so if the request has file and the file is image, I'm going to add that new image. Let's save it. Come here and refresh and choose image. I'm going to remove the update. Click create, we go back, but the image is this one because this is the first one. But if I go to the table plus, go to the media, and now we have that image. So this image, this model type is post, and the ID is one here and one here. Now to have only one, I'm going to remove this. So let's remove from here this one manually. And if we have an image, we need to remove and add that new image. So I'm going to say $post. And how we can delete the image. All the images this media has, this model has, is by saying clear media collection. And let's copy this one, come here and add it. So here I'm going to clear media collection of this post, and I'm going to add from request a new one. Okay, let's save it. Go to the browser, go and edit this one, the first one. So also I'm going to say update here. Choose a file, to choose this, and say create here. We go back, and also the image is changing. Okay, friends. Next thing is when we delete. Right now we need to delete also the image. So let's create that method as well. Function destroy. We need a post here, $post. And just say $post. Delete. And return to the road and see what happens. So let's copy this, paste it here, save it, refresh. Now we have 3 media. Let's go and delete the one post. So I'm going to delete this one. Okay, delete. Now the post is deleted, but if I come here and refresh, also the media is deleted. Now if I'm not using, here I use a route model binding, but if we don't use route model binding, so let's say here $ID, and I'm going to say post b post find or fail that ID, and delete, refresh. Now here we have only 2 media. If I delete this one again, now the post is deleted. If I refresh, also the media is deleted. Okay friends, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoy and see you in the next one. All the best.
Hello friends, welcome. So far we have made the post CRUD and we add media to the post model. So when we in the post controller, here we have the store method and we create a new post and we add the media from the request. The same thing for the update. Here we check if we have the image, we clear first the media collection for that post and we add a new media. And we return here, so let me do the same thing for when we store, because here we don't return. And also let me check also here, because right now if I go and create a new post, so let me add also here a button to go to the posts. So in the index here, I'm going to add a new link to go to the create page. Let's save it. So anchor tag with href route.post create, and I added this class px4 py2 text white bg indigo 500 and rounded. So if I refresh, we have this button. And now if I say first post, but I'm not uploading the image, we are going to have an error because we don't have the image. So let me check also here in the store, cut this and say if we have the image, if the request has file with name image, upload that. And we add it to the media collection. Okay, refresh again and test. First post, I'm not choosing the image. If I create, yeah, we create that post. Now in this video, I'm going to work with collections, because right now it's just saying here to media collection, and we're not specifying any name here. So when we create a new post, add a file, I'm going to add this one. By default, the go to the table class, and in the media we have this media, and the collection name is default. By default, when we're not adding the name here, any specific name, it's going to save this collection to the default collection name. Now let's say I want to have the images collection, the same thing for the update, so to the collection name images, and save it. Go to this one, let's delete this and create new one with the images collection name. Let us say post with images collection name, and let's choose the file. Let's choose this one, click open, something here, and we don't have the image in show here because this image is saved in the collection's images. Okay, here the collection name is images, and now to show there we need to go to the index blade. When we say $sign post get first media URL, also this one is going to look to the by default to the default collection name, because we have not specified any name here. Now if I want to get from the images collection, say here images, and go to the browser, refresh, and now we have that image. Okay, so the same thing, if I edit and choose a new file, let's choose this one, open, create, and if I come here and refresh, we have 2 images. And why is that? Because when we clear the media collection, also here we need to specify the collection name, because by default it's going to clear the media collection for the default collection name. So let's add here images and save it, and go now and edit again, and I'm going to choose this one, and now it's going to update. And also if I come here and refresh, we have only 1 image. Now if we want to add more images here, so let's say in the create we have this post image. Let's copy this, and I'm going to duplicate this and say not post image, download. So maybe this is for the downloaded. The name is going to be download. Let's save it, and in the post controller also let me copy this one and do the same thing in the edit. So here we have the image. Let's pass that one, save it. In the post controller now, duplicate this and check if we have the download image. If that, I'm going to clear the media collection for the downloads and add media from request. This is download image and the collection name is going to be downloads. The same thing for the create store. So I'm going to check, copy this and check if the request has file download. I'm going to add, and also here add media from request. Download is the name of the media, and to the downloads collection. Let's save it, go to the browser, refresh, and here we display the image. Let me display also the download image here in the index. We have this image. Let's duplicate also this one and say download, and also duplicate this one for the get media from URL, and the collection is downloads collection. Let's save it, go to the browser, refresh. We don't have now for this one this collection. Let's choose new file. I'm going to choose this one, open, create, and now we have the media also for the download. And if I come here, refresh, yeah, we have the collection names downloads. Create a new one, media with download, choose a post image, it's going to be this one. A post image download is going to be this one. Type something here, say create, and yeah, we have now media with downloads. Now here in the image we have this one, in the download we have this one. Let's change this to see how it's going to look. So in the image, again, to see in the image we have this, and I'm going to add this one. In the downloads I'm going to add this one. So choose this to the image and this to the download. Say create, and we changed the image. Okay friends, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoy. If you like content like this, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. And see you in the next one. All the best. Friends, welcome. In this video we are going to work with downloads. So first I'm going to download the single, I'm going to create a row to download a single file, and next to download all the files we have in the download collection name, or also if we want to download all the files we have in the media. Let's go inside the rows and create a new row here. So row get, and I'm going to say downloads and give it the ID of the post. And here I'm going to say post controller class, and the method is going to be download, like this. Let's save it, and let's go to the post controller and create the method. So in the post controller down there I'm going to create that one. Name is download. We expect the ID, the post ID here. First we need to get the post, so the assigned post is going to be with post find or fail that ID. After we have the post, let's get the media from the downloads collection. So media is going to be $sign post, get the first media from the downloads collection, and return now. Return that media, $media. Let's save it. Now if we navigate to downloads and ID of the post, and in our post we have the ID 1819, so let's go to the media and downloads, and the ID is going to be 18. Hit enter, and you see here now we get a download. If I save it, yeah, we have this image, and if I open that image, yeah, here it is. If I change the URL, so for example media to be downloads, but the ID is going to be 19 now. Yeah, we have another image here. Yeah, okay. Now let's go and create another route to download all the images we have in the media collection downloads, or all the media we have in our media. So right now we have 4. 2 is in images collection name, and 2 in the downloads collection. So let's copy this one, duplicate. We don't need the ID here. Also, the name is going to be downloads. Let's save it and go in the post controller. Now we need to create that method. So function downloads. We don't expect any ID here. Let's say now $media. I'm going to say media. Media where the collection name, where the collection name is downloads. Okay, get that. And after we get the media, I'm going to say return. And now media stream create, and here we need to give it a name. You see here, string zip name, and it's going to be downloads.zip, and say add media, the media we have here. So $media, save it. Now if we navigate to this URL, we are going to have a zip folder. So let's go to the downloads, enter, and now we have a downloads. If I save, yeah, with downloads.zip. If I open this one and unzip this, we have 2 files, because we have only 2 in the downloads collection name. Now if I change, also here is going to be this one, so I'm going to change this image to be the same as this one in the downloads. So okay, click create, and now if I navigate again that URL, so media downloads, save it, and now if I open this, before we had this image and the full tutorial. Now if I open, we have the same here, so the same image, just with different name. Okay, now if you want to download all the media we have here, so the images and downloads collections, let's go here and in the post controller, let's comment this one. And in the media, I'm going to say media, all the media, hit save, navigate that URL now. So media test downloads, hit enter, save. And if I open this one, now we have 4 images. Okay friends, that's it for this video. We can download images with or any file with Laravel Spatie Media Library. If you like a content like this, like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one. All the best. Okay friends, so in the previous video we worked with download, so we can download a single image or all the images or just the images from the downloads collections. Now I'm going to register a new collection. So if you go here in the table plus, we have single image for this post to the image collections and also to the downloads collection. Okay, so this post with ID 18 has 1 image to this collection and also 1 image to this collection. And because we have only that, we can use a single file. So here when we update a post, we check if we have a file for the image. We first clear the media collection and after that we add this new image to the media collection images. But it's a better way, so let's remove this one and save it. And in the post model we need to register media collections. So let's say function with name register media collections, and here we don't need anything. We need to return void. Okay, so return void, and here now register the collections we want. This, in this case, this add media collection, and the collection name is images, and for this collection I want single file. So single file like this. Let's save it. Now in the post controller we have removed that one for the images collection but not for the downloads. Okay, and let's see if it works. Refresh. Now for the images I'm going to change this image. Let's come here, edit, and also you see here we have only 4 images, and choose the image. I have downloaded this Laravel image. Let's open and say create, and if you see here we have that image. And if I come here and refresh, we have also 4. We just change that image to this download PNG. So we removed that clear media collection, and now anytime we make an update, we remove the file we have to this collection and add a new one, because we have only single file here. So let's do the same thing for the downloads. Remove this one, hit save, go to the post, and we need to do the same thing. Just copy this and paste it here. We can register as many as we want. Let's say here downloads, save it, come here and refresh, And also I'm going to add the same images to the download. Let's say edit, come here, choose this one, select and say create, and we have also here that image, and if I come here, refresh, we have only 4. Okay, and you see here this model ID has the download PNG for the images collection and for the downloads collection. Okay friends, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoy and see you in the next one. All the best. Friends, welcome. Now in the previous video we registered the media collection here, and we added a media collection for collection images, and I say here we need single file, and the same thing for the downloads. Now in this video we are going to register media conversions. If you go to the Laravel Media Library package documentation, we can see here we have the converting images, and if we click here we can register media conversions and add width and height and sharpen. So let's do this for our project. Let's copy this one and go to the post model, paste that in. Let's import this and save. And with that, now if we go to the browser and create a new post, let's say first post here, and choose the image for the images collection, a new one for the download collection. Add something here, say create, we redirect back, and we have all the images here. Good. Now if we go to the table plus and go to the media, refresh, we have 2 files. Okay. Now if I go in the storage, here in the app public we have 2 folders, and this folders has the same ID, has the ID of our media, so 43 and 44, 43 and 44. And in here you can see we have the image and also the conversions for that image, which is thumb in this case, because in the post we say thumb. If we change the name here, it's going to change also the name in the end. Now how we can get this thumb and display it in here instead of displaying the original image. So let's come here and we can say get first media from the images, and now say get the URL, and in the URL I'm going to say thumb, and the same thing for the downloads. So let's copy this, paste it here, remove the URL and save it. Go to the browser, refresh, and yeah, we have that one. And if you go inspect elements, you can see here is full tutorial thumb.jpg. Okay, next thing I want to show you in this video is the work with the responsive images. If you go here and getting started, now what we can do, we can say when we add media with responsive images. So let's copy this one and go to the post controller. When we create a new post, add media username. I'm going to remove this username and I'm going to add with responsive images, and the same thing to this one. And also when we update, so remove the title and remove here. If I save, and right now in the folder we have the image, the default one, and the conversions, the thumb one. Now if I create a new one, let's go and create post with responsive image, and let's choose the image. I'm going to choose the download one, and for this I'm going to choose this one. Add something here, let's say create, and it's going to take some time because it's going to generate that files. We have that one here. If we go first, let's come here and refresh. We have 4 images, but if we go in the folders, now we have all. The first is the default image. We have the conversion for that one, which is this download thumb, and now we have responsive images, and here we have a new image. If we see to the second one, we have more than one because this is large image. We have the default one, and which is this one, and after is going to more smaller, and is going to go down. Okay. Now how you can display that responsive image is just here it is, displaying a responsive image, your model, and get first media. So let's go and create in the roads. I'm going to say road get a responsive image, and we need the ID of the post, and let's say post controller class, and responsive image is going to be the method. Let's go and create this one in the post controller. So down there, a function with that name, we need the ID, and I'm going to say here $post to be post find or fail that ID, and the return I'm going to return the view posts dot show. We don't have that, and add this the post. So compact post. Let's save it. Go and create that in the post, this show blade. Let's create not this one, so let's go and create new file, show.blade.php, and in here I'm going to say x mine, and here add a div with class max width to be 6xl, mx auto, and the margin top to be 12. Okay, and here I'm going to display in the h1 the post title, $post title, and after this I'm going to display the post image. So just like this, the model and get first media. So let's copy this and say $post get first media. And if I save and go and visit that road, so post what? So post rs image and the ID, not post rs image, and we have the ID 22 and 23. So let's say 23. We have post with responsive image, but we don't display that one because we need to say here images. We have two. We don't have the default one. If I refresh, now we have that one. If I say downloads and refresh, we have a large image, and if I inspect this one, you can see here now in the image we have source set and we have all the large images. Let's make this something like this, and now clear and refresh. We have two images right now, and the size for this image is this one. Now if I make this larger, you can see here it's changing to this one, and also larger and larger and larger. That is very useful. Okay friends, so that's it for this video. Hope you enjoy and see you in the next one. All the best.